Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Repo Man. And this movie came out in 1984, and it was on Netflix, and it was an hour and a half. I was like, sweet, I can watch a nice short movie, and hopefully it's good. And I watched it, and unfortunately, I did not think it was very good. There were a couple things that I liked, and first thing that I did like was I liked how some of the characters were developed and how information was being presented. That was well done. And second thing that I did like, once our main character becomes our Repo Man, that's when the story started to get interesting for about 60 seconds. And after that point, it just became very dull and cheesy and just not something I enjoyed. I didn't find any of the characters to be likable or interesting or memorable. And the scenes in this movie felt interchangeable in the sense that you could rearrange them in any which order you could think of. Like have it be something like Memento or, I don't know, any Christopher Nolan movie that is like messing with time. And the movie would be no different. I genuinely believe that because there's like no plot to this movie. Like I kept thinking to myself, what is the plot of this movie? Our main character became a Repo Man. There's some like weird government science fiction element to this movie as well. Some really cheesy and bad special effects towards the end. And that's the whole movie. There's no story. There's no characters I care about. And I was just bored out of my mind. I didn't care for the music choices. I just found them to be like dated and part of the 80s. It just felt like any movie you could just pluck from the 80s and it's like, hey, this is another movie that people forgot about. And that's how it felt like to me. And it just felt indistinguishable from any other movie that came out in that time period. I found this movie to also have too many characters. And because of that, the story was like kind of messy. And with so many characters to focus on, it really dragged down the pacing for me. And this movie is an hour and a half, and I have no idea why this movie got made. Because I don't even know what an audience would want out of a movie like this. Like, you want to see our main character become a Repo Man. You kind of get that, though not really. You want to see some sci-fi elements in this movie. You get that a little bit, but not really. You want to see some, like, conspiracy theory characters dealing with stuff. You get that a little bit, but most of the movie is not most of these things. It's just a bunch of scenes of nothing happening and characters just talking about nothing, and that's it. The movie is just nothing. And I watched this movie yesterday and I literally forgotten most of it already. Like, there's nothing to this film that sticks with me. There's nothing here for me. There's no experience. There's no entertainment. No, nothing. And this is basically an unspoilable movie because A, nothing happens, and B, there's no story. Like, what is the plot of this movie? Just random things happening for no reason, and that's it. That's what I felt the whole movie. And apparently a lot of people really like this movie. It's got good ratings, 82 Metascore, 6.9 on IMDb. So clearly I'm in the minority on this one, but maybe they just see something I don't, or maybe they haven't seen in a while, but either way, I just did not have a good time while watching this movie. I was happy that I could watch this movie in 1.5 times speed. Thank you, Netflix, for that. And that's all I have to say about this movie. It was very boring, very dull, very stupid, very cheesy. Nothing happened, nothing mattered. That's it. That's all there is to this movie. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Repo Man from 1984 a 2 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Repo Man, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for LA Confidential. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.